Hello everybody, hello everyone. How are you doing today? Wherever you are now in any part of our world, of our planet. Maayong adlaw, magandang araw. Good day po to everyone. This is me again, Mark, and thank you because for today, it's another day, it's another vlog that we will be talking and featuring on my YouTube channel. And I really want to thank every one of you, especially to my subscribers. We are now more than 1,000 subscribers in this channel, in this community. And for today, I want to talk about housing loan. If you are a Filipino, you want to have a property here in the Philippines, especially house and lot, condominium or home improvement or loan for personal loan, calamity loan, and maybe this video is will be for you. And then I want to disclose that this video, what I'm going to talk about here is based on my limited channel, limited knowledge, and based on my personal experience processing a Pag-ibig housing loan. So I want to disclose about that because if you are very knowledgeable and it's your expertise about the Pag-ibig and you know everything about Pag-ibig, and you can comment down below, you can suggest about what I am talking about, and maybe your information will also give additional help to our viewers. Buying a home or buying a property is one of our toughest decisions that we are going to make in our lifetime. If financial is one of our concern, but if financial is not concern for you, then you can pay spot cash, then I think it is not a tough decision for you. And I think if you are one, especially if you are a low income earner or minimum wage earner living in the Philippines, and I think I understand you that acquiring a property is really a tough decision. And on this video, we are going to talk about acquiring a property even though you are a minimum or a low income earner. There are ways to acquire a property. So if you don't have millions in you ready for disposal to avail a property, to buy a property, and don't you worry, as long as you have source of income, you have work, you can acquire a property. You don't have to wait, or you don't have to save for a long time so that you can acquire. You must to acquire as long as you can already. Our most common options in acquiring a property is that 1, bank loan, bank financing, and 2, Pag-ibig financing. If we will go talk about bank financing, it's maybe we will just make another video for that, but for now we'll just talk about a Pag-ibig. Okay, what is Pag-ibig fund, or what is Pag-ibig fund is a home development fund. It's a Philippine government agency that helps Filipinos in acquiring a property. It is also a savings fund, because if you are a member of Pag-ibig and then you have savings there, you have money, because if you are employed here in the Philippines, your employer will get portion of your salary it will be deducted to your salary, and they will put it in your Pag-ibig fund. Pag-ibig fund or home development mutual fund is a Philippine government agency that helps us Filipino to have a property, to have to finance our property or our house and lot in a lower interest rate and a longer payment terms of about 30 years. If you are a Pag-ibig member, you can also consider your Pag-ibig membership as your savings fund, wherein your savings in your Pag-ibig fund earn dividends as the times goes by. Okay, we will talk now about the application of Pag-ibig housing loan. There are 2 ways that we can consider applying in Pag-ibig. The first is assist application, The second one is the retail. And for this video, we will just talk about the assist application. Maybe on a separate video we will talk about the other one, the retail. Okay, what is assist application? This is the very common application, housing loan in Pag-ibig. We are talking about affiliation. Okay, if you know developer, real estate developer in your area, they are accredited, they have project. Example, I am a developer, then I will develop a housing loan, and then I will process my accreditation to that project in Pag-ibig, so that the Pag-ibig will be accredited. And mostly, if my project in Pag-ibig is accredited, the buyer will just only pay about 20%, and the Pag-ibig will finance the 80%. If you are a buyer of my project, you have to pay 20%, and normally here in the Philippines, acquiring a property is easy because again, you don't have to pay big amount. Instead, you are pay just only installments. So that 20% is not one-time fee. You will pay that in terms of installment, and the property we are acquiring are still on a pre-selling stage. It means pre-selling, the property is not yet developed, and we will paying the down payment while the property is not developed, so that once the property is already developed and the loan is ready, and then we'll just, the Pag-ibig will just we will process our loan in Pag-ibig via assist processing, and we'll just acquire the 80% of our loan in Pag-ibig. Okay, since we are talking assist processing in Pag-ibig, what is about that? Diba, I told, as an example, I told you that I am a developer and I have project, and my project has been accredited to Pag-ibig, meaning Pag-ibig will assist the 80% payment, and you as the applicant or loan applicant, since our term is assist application, we as developer, we will help you to apply in Pag-ibig, and that's the most common housing loan application here in the Philippines. Because if we are talking about the other option, the retail application, and it's their concern, meaning you don't have developer that will help you in application. And we will just make another video about that retail application, but for now we will just focus on assist application. Okay, you already paid 20% or whatsoever, but normally 20% is required by the developer, and the 80% will handled by Pag-ibig. Our question now is, who can avail Pag-ibig housing loan? Since it is government, it is funded by the government, and it's run by the government, meaning even you are a minimum wage earner or a low income earner, you are welcome to apply in the Pag-ibig. Because on my other video, I talk about local socialized housing. Socialized housing is good for those minimum wage earner, but if you are earning higher than minimum, maybe higher, then maybe you can jump into a low cost housing. Still, Pag-ibig can fund that. And since it is a government fund, we have limitations. Unlike in bank loan financing, the bank can finance whether the property is very high, like 20 million above, the bank can still finance that. But in Pag-ibig, there are limitations. So the property limitation is about only maximum is 6 million pesos. So that's the maximum that the Pag-ibig can finance. The most common requirements of Pag-ibig so that you can avail their program is that you must be a Filipino, and then you must be a Pag-ibig member, and you must have at least 24 months paid contribution. Most common questions, because there are people, they don't have, especially if they are not employed but they have other source of income like business, and they want to avail the Pag-ibig program. And then the question is, what if they are not yet a Pag-ibig member? The answer for that is, you can, it's okay. The Pag-ibig will still give you a privilege to apply for a loan, as long as you will just, since they only require 24 months membership or 24 months paid contribution, you can pay that 24 months contribution, and then they have that chart on the contribution of how much the total 24 months that you are going to pay. You can go to Pag-ibig branches, and then they will give you the computation. The other question is, you are already a Pag-ibig member and you already contributed more than or 24 months contribution, and then the other question is, what if you are working or you are earning a minimum wage earner, you are minimum, your salary is minimum, so meaning it's small, but you are targeting to get a property more than a million, more than 1 million, and it falls, or like you want to loan more than or 2 million pesos to be financed. Your question is, because the Pag-ibig will evaluate your income, and what if it doesn't meet the required salary income? The answer for that is, if you have family, your father, your mother, your in-laws, or your siblings, they can be your co-borrower. They can be your their income will be added to the evaluation of your income, so that it will meet your salary requirements, income requirements, up to two co-borrower. But if your concern is, for example, you don't have, your family doesn't want to involve with a loan, although this option is really good, because if that option, you will take that option, their names will not be reflected on the title. But what if they don't want to be involved with your loan? And then you can ask your friends, your relatives, your neighbors, someone that is not direct relationships with you, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you can ask them. However, their name will be reflected on the title. So let's make an example using the assist application, because this is a most common application, housing application loan in Pag-ibig. The retail one is, I might consider it's little complicated, because there are lots of things that you are going to comply requirements, whereas in assist application, the developer will be handling all the mostly the needed by Pag-ibig. And our scenario is, you are a buyer, you are looking for a property, and I am the developer. I have projects in a certain area. You will come to me, inquire about the project, and then I will tell you, or I will inform you, that the project is accredited in Pag-ibig, and the project is under construction, or it's not yet developed. It means pre-selling. We are selling the project even though it's not yet developed, or you don't see a physical property or physical structure or house in that area. And then we will require you, since I've been informed you that the project is will be funded, will be accredited by Pag-ibig, so normally we will require you for a down payment. And since the project is pre-selling, you will pay that down payment 20% for about sometimes will take 3 years, or maximum is 48 months. And then once the project has been developed, and then we are nearly for turnover, like 6 months before turnover, we will inform you, so that you will process your Pag-ibig housing loan to finance the remaining 80%. And since we are talking about assist application, we will be the one had been processing all the necessary documents that the Pag-ibig is requiring for the loan. So what you are going to do only is just pass the requirements and give the requirements to Pag-ibig, and we will help you in that, because since this is the common Pag-ibig housing loan application. Okay, you will go to Pag-ibig, and then you will pass the requirements. You have to give most of the requirements, because if you are a local here, you are working here, or your source of income or business is here in the Philippines, the Pag-ibig will ask you your identification. If you have married, your spouse identification ID as well. And then the Pag-ibig will also ask you proof of income. If you are working, your certificate of employment plus your payslip will do. And of course your wife if you are married, or your husband. Our next question is how old you must be so that you can still avail the Pag-ibig program. And the answer is you must be 65 years old. The maximum age limit is 65 years old, and the maximum age bracket or the loan maturity is 70 years old. Example, I have told you that the maximum loan term in Pag-ibig is 30 years to pay. Example, if you are 50 during the application of the loan and the approval of the loan, you are 50 years old. So meaning you still have 20 years to pay your loan. But since the maximum age is 65, you are before you're 65, prior the loan application, you still have 5 years to pay, since the maturity of the loan is 70. So that's the answer. And talking about the interest rates of the loan, since this is a government agency, we expect that the interest rates of our loan in Pag-ibig is lower than the banks. And that's the one of the good thing if you are going to avail Pag-ibig loan program. And if you are a minimum wage earner, your income is minimum, Pag-ibig program is also giving you a privilege to avail the loan in a much lower interest rates compared to the regular paying or regular loan applicant, which is their income is above the bracket or above minimum, more than the income is more than the average income earners. So that's one of the privilege for those who earns in a minimum wage. You have a lower interest rates in Pag-ibig. Hopefully this video has been giving you a good information about housing loan in Pag-ibig, how to avail the housing loan in Pag-ibig. And hopefully on our next video, we can talk about the retail application, because in Pag-ibig, they have many offers for you. It's not only about housing. That's why if we will make a one video for it, it will really takes long, because there are other options that we can talk about. So for now, we're just only talking about the most common in Pag-ibig. And for this point, we will go driving and we will try to go and check a subdivision here in Carcar, located in Perelos, Upper Perelos, which that subdivision has been financed by Pag-ibig. Okay, it's a low-cost housing developed by Lumina. It's Lumina Homes in Carcar. The Lumina, they have low-cost housing, and they have also socialized housing. But this time we will visit their low-cost housing. And thank you for the watching this video. Let's proceed in our visiting the subdivision. So in Carcar, there are two Lumina. The Lumina Phase 1 and the Lumina Phase 2. In the Phase 1, all the houses there are socialized housing, one-story row houses, and in here, two-story townhouses. And this is what you can, although gagmay ang houses dire, no, pero murag peaceful siya. Na-notice niyo? Murag dili siya badagang bata. This is not very big subdivision, a small subdivision. And let's go na home. Let's go outside. So this is the situation inside in this Lumina Phase 2. This is near to the market, schools, and also near to the highway. I guess we will try to drive from here going the highway so that you can see. Hello?
Push.
Eh, okay na.
Push na ako.
Sige, okay na patay.
I-play. Play ko lang ito lang. Play.
And we are going to the exit. We exit this subdivision and we drive from the phase 2 of Lumina going to the highway so that you can see what's up there. And there are available motorcycle from here going to the market, or that one going to the market or to schools. So if you don't have your private vehicle, transportation here is not a problem. So we will go, our way must be going right because we are going to the highway. And that's the subdivision entrance and exit. And this is the outside situation here. And we will go now to the highway. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that button like, and you can share the video. You can comment to the video down below. You can comment your suggestion, your reaction, and it will really help us to make more of this channel. And this part is one of the best part here because you have an ocean view and there are lots of baligya sa kilid-kilid. Daghan na diri magtambay every afternoon kay for the food trip like that. They have barbecue or something like this. And we are now approaching to the highway. Thank you for watching the video from start to finish, and we are now on the highway, and this will signals that our video will end here. Thank you once again. If you are going to Cebu City, you must go left, and this is the Camellia car signage. Thank you so much. God bless you all.